Hey everyone, sorry for the camera quality. I'm now using my Mac instead of basically anything I've used before. Uh, Previously, I had been doing some stuff with the Pokemon trading card game on my channel. I originally started out actually with like the video game, and I was little, okay? Like I was 13 when I started this stuff. So a lot of it's very low quality, and most of it was recorded with an iPhone 4 or an SE. Those were the two phones that I had when I was actively making my channel. The last time I was using a camera, though, was the Surface 3. It was a nice Windows tablet. Most people are familiar with Surface now. I gave that to my sister, actually, for her schoolwork. I had gotten it from my school back when I was in my sophomore year, and I was with the school up until I graduated, so that was our kind of like a graduation gift. And it was really nice to record on that. I only used Windows Movie Maker. Yeah, Windows Live Movie Maker was my editor for all my videos on that. And the only reason I did that was because I didn't really know how to use that much when it came to video editing software. And the biggest issue that I had was the fact that the iPhone usually records in like a QuickTime file format, I guess. And obviously, Windows being the competitor, it wasn't going to support that. So none of my video files were able to be edited off the phone, and that's why it all came out as like raw footage. It was nice to be able to use Movie Maker when I did use it, though, inserting some audio clips here and there, adding some captions and whatnot, and it was an overall nice experience with a decent-looking camera. This one, I look fuzzy, okay? On my screen, I see myself as looking fuzzy, and it's also backwards. I'm not sure how it's going to come out, but it looks backwards to me right now. Yeah, so just overall, I'm sorry for the video quality of this. I could have used my phone. I have another iPhone user since 2013, whatever. Right now I got the 8, so I'm sure that might be a decent inner camera, but I just wasn't going to do it. This was easier because I could sit down, don't have to worry about the shakiness of my phone, because it's all on my Mac on my desk. Last time I remember uploading was like New Year's 2018. So, yeah, right now it's October 2019. So it's been a long time since I have uploaded. I think the last thing that went up was my Shining Legends Elite Trainer box, and that was Dark Sage 1. That was a fun night. I'm just going to say that. That was a really fun night. I enjoyed having Zach over and doing that. It was a nice holiday. I still got the box and everything. But I took a break from Pokemon around that time because I wanted to focus on graduating school, and I went ahead and did that. That was my senior year. Since then, yeah, I have started college. I moved out of my parents' house, got my own apartment. I'm actually in my second apartment right now. I live with two very, very nice gentlemen, Tom and Casey. We were actually going to start a channel, the three of us, like a gaming channel. Our name that we proposed was actually called Nintendo Trio, and that has it's Nintendtrio. So we kept the D in Nintendo, but added Trio to the end since it's the three of us for one channel. And it's a really nice idea. We haven't started anything for it yet. So I've been actually trying to put this video out for a while. I just now got around to just sitting down, telling myself, do it. Just go in, record it, upload it, put something up. We've been inactive for too long. So I might start focusing on that later. Casey's not sure what he really wants to do with the channel. He was actually thinking about going in a separate direction and having a totally different channel altogether. But we'll see how that goes. Right now we have a card shop open on TCG Player. Tom's collection, he decided he's going to sell that off. We're going to hopefully use the money for some holiday gifts. So go ahead and check us out. We don't have that much up right now. I just basically went through and, a few hollows or whatever, so nothing's really worth that much, but at least you know where it's coming from. We had one sale so far. Still waiting for feedback from that, but I mean, it probably just arrived. So yeah, we'll try to keep up with that a little bit. Just figured I'd put that out there for you guys. I have no idea who's actually going to watch this. I have like 105 subscribers. I don't know what my active count is right now. I think that's correct. I can just about guarantee over half of those subscribers don't actually watch my channel. I've had my actual YouTube channel open since August of 2010. My age is correct on Google now, but I was one of those kids that, hey, I want to join YouTube because everyone else is doing it. Open my account to make comments and make playlists and stuff, and I was only 10. So yeah, any content from back then I think is gone now. So it's just stuff from when I was 13, pretty sure. And I don't know, the channel's just gone in all kinds of directions, all kinds of quality. Don't watch the old stuff. I'm going to take that down soon. I'm not going to actually remove it from my channel. I'm just going to make it private for now until I can figure out what exactly I want to do with it. I've told you guys I was going to purge my channel a few times, and I never got around to doing it. And thank you for sticking around this long in the video. I know I'm just rambling on about stuff. So the main thing that I want to talk to you guys about today, you know, other than saying, hi, sorry it's been so long. Obviously I've changed quite a bit. I don't think I want to continue with the trading card game openings because they're expensive, and it wasn't that successful for me. When I hit 100 subscribers, I recorded a special with Zach and Lewis, actually, and I never got around to finishing with that editing, so it never went up. And I was going to upload it last summer, didn't happen, thought about it this summer, completely forgot about it after I thought about it. So that probably won't ever go up. But I'll have to talk to them about it, figure out if it's going to go on one of the channels just at random. Because that was fun. It was a lot of fun. We opened, there were 3 pack blisters of Guardians Rising. So, yeah, that's how long ago it was. 2017 was basically the last time I was active on YouTube. And being inactive on YouTube didn't seem to matter. Like, I didn't have a community on YouTube that actively supported me, that actually talked to me. None of that. The only people who actively watched my YouTube channel and gave me feedback were my channel partners, which were Lewis and Zach. And then occasionally I'd, send it to a few other people. But that didn't do anything. I knew I wasn't guaranteed any money from it, but when you go around, you can't see it right now. I've got all my stuff on bookshelves now, so it looks a lot nicer than keeping it like in a closet, in a backpack. All the time and money that's gone into my trading card game collecting has just been for my own satisfaction. And when I was doing it for the channel, it was about half and half. And I felt like I wasn't reaching anyone. So that's probably why I stopped, aside from, graduation. Now, yeah, I've got a full-time job, kind of. It's part-time, but I work essentially full-time hours. So that's basically the only busy I get. But it's not like I just freely have the money to become a full-time YouTuber, especially when it comes to card openings. Like, that stuff is more aimed toward, like, the younger kids. They'll watch that. Teens, like, I was into that a little bit, but I didn't actively, like, watch it. By the time I turned 16, I watched them sometimes, and that was it. And that was, like, my only inspiration was, right now I think they're called Evolutionaries Gaming. Pokemon Evolutionaries, and then they started doing more games. I couldn't be nearly as successful as them. I mean, if I tried, sure, I could build myself up quite a bit, but there's no way I'm going to be able to meet that. I was setting the expectations too high, and I was too young. But yeah, I just don't have the money for it anymore, so I'm not exactly going to continue with that. But I am definitely willing to make more appearances as, like, a guest on either one of their channels. I don't think Lewis is up to anything, but Dark Sage 1, I know he has a few plans. We have, actually, let me go ahead and point this out to you. If you stuck around with us long enough and know us. Next time he's over, I'm going to be opening this with him. We're splitting it half and half. So I think it's got 4 packs in it. Basically, he just wanted the promo. I'm like, well, here we go. My store has it because his store I sold out of it. So yeah, he'll be coming over, and we'll be opening that up eventually. I have no idea when that's going to be. And that's basically all I really plan to do. I also have a booster box of Evolutions. It was sent to me by accident with an order on Troll and Toad. I worked it out with them, so I got to keep the box. I just don't know if I want to sell it or if I want to open it for YouTube. And that's what brought me to this video. I realized I want to repurpose my channel because all that trading card game opening stuff, who am I really going to be reaching anymore? Who would be looking for that, and who would watch the older content? It's a very time-based thing, and I just didn't see it being worth it anymore. That said, this isn't the last you'll hear from me. What I want to do now is basically like give you occasional updates, kind of like this one, but not nearly as long, and hopefully with a bit more quality and just a little bit of background music. I'm gonna definitely look into that. Some, what's it called? That moment when you can't remember something. That's something I go through all the time, actually. And that might be coming up in future updates, which I guess is just a vlog channel now. I'll be talking about myself a lot with that. Mostly from, I suffer from ADD, and I'm sure it's become very apparent to a lot of people. So I'll look into that a little bit because, I'm young enough, I can talk about that. I've seen a lot of channels are doing that now, actually, some kind of disorder. I'll talk about that. And they get good support out of it, and I just, it's nice to know that you're letting other people know. They're not alone. You can just share that experience with them. They have their own personal experiences, and overall, it makes everyone feel a lot better. So that's probably a direction I want to go in with this channel. It's not like I'm physically disabled in any way, but we all have our own mental issues, usually. All kinds of challenges that we have to deal with as people. So that's stuff I'll be covering in the future. Tom and Casey might occasionally make appearances until we start making our Nintendo Trio channel. And Nintendo Trio, because we all got Switches. That was the biggest thing of the holiday season for 2018, and then the beginning of this year. All three of us got Switches. So we played that. I haven't played much of mine other than Let's Go Pikachu. Right now I'm playing Final Fantasy IX, but they played Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Link's Awakening, and they both loved those so much, and that's basically where they were going with that. We just gotta, get everything set up to where we could be a gaming channel at that point, on a separate channel, not this one. And then another thing I was trying to get away from here, when I started my channel back in 2010 to comment on stuff, there was a channel, The Computer Nerd 01. And when I was making my username, I'm not that original. At least I personally don't think I'm that original. I'm sure I've got thoughts, but I can't put them out. I can't write them out on pen and paper. So I spoofed that, and my name ended up being The Weirdo Retard AF00, which contains personal information there. But, it's no surprise. People do that all the time. They'll use, the last 2 digits of their birth year in whatever it is, or, they'll use their birthday. I use my birthday for stuff a lot. Should probably not do that. So, my initials, I was born 2000, that thing. That's in the name. I couldn't get away from that until I got the Google+, and then Google+ went away. So, I'm just kind of stuck with Alex at Pokémon right now. But if you look up in the link, you'll still see it, The Weirdo Retard AF00. And it was because back then, family, I was a weirdo, and my cousin would occasionally call me retarded, and now we don't use the R word because that is very offensive. That's another reason I want to get away from it, because I'm not that. I might still be weird. We all are weird in our own ways, but a name like that can really affect someone. I don't know if that's affecting how I was getting views and stuff, but yeah, so basically, that's what's going to be the future of the channel. It's just going to be vlogs. You might occasionally see some guest appearances. You might add some gaming stuff here, if I so choose. But royalties, that's what it is. I have to look into royalty-free music. I have to look into better recording software and hardware, because an iPhone can only do so much, especially when I have 8. Don't plan on getting the 11. Might get the 11 eventually, but I don't plan on it right now. It's too expensive. And, yeah, it's been a good few years. Thank you for anyone who is watching this now that supported me back then when I was active. I really did appreciate it. I was getting a few likes. Don't know how many shares I was getting. Thank you to the Dark Side Pokemon community, by the way. I'm sorry I haven't been over there in so long. But you guys are the reason why I grew with Pokemon. I made a lot of good friends through you guys. It's an excellent league. I saw like 4 different professors when I was active with you guys. I'm glad you still have a really good community. Shout out to whoever is watching this that actually participated in 2-Drop. I didn't get to go to 2-Drop personally, but I'm sorry you guys had your league close. At least you've got other player bases out there. You can go to like Gate Coral and stuff. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the future. I'm on Facebook, if any of you still have me. And my channel actually still has a page on Facebook. I'm gonna go ahead and probably close that page, but I'll post my final decision there, let you guys know what's going on. And I also gotta write a new outro. Might change occasionally, but hey, y'all take care.